Hi, this is Will in Crypto calling. I'm down here downtown. I am taking out for a walk inside the parking garage of downtown Wheeling. And I just have a new update for y'all. And that is, I just got some more products today. Turn my hat around so you can all see me and my beautiful face. And I'm letting you guys know that I just recently got a Corsair AMD gaming PC, and the case is pretty big. So what I'm going to do is I'm working also on some Dell Optiplex 790s, and I'm working on the same product, but it's the 9010 series of the Intel side of things. But on AMD, I have two motherboards that I just got. Both of them are 970A models, but the other one is different from each other. So to get myself back up in mining, I think I'm going to use that gaming PC as the newer gaming PC, which it has the BIOS and stuff on there where I can get into the BIOS, but it's not booting properly. So I'm gonna put also that PC has 4 SSD slots in the rear. It has 2 HDD tray on the bottom, and I can put a 120 millimeter radiator IO on there, but it has a Cooler Master dual fan for AM3 plus motherboard. And this one here is a gigabyte motherboard that I just recently received today. And I just sold for today, for money in my pocket, see, money in my pocket, I sold a Apple iMac all-in-one PC. And the only thing the person would have to do is put internet to it and boot it up with the USB style port, keyboard, and mouse. And I also gave him the original mouse for the Apple iMac. I also gave him the wireless keyboard for that for $130. But I'm telling you guys now, if you guys are interested in any products or anything that I'm currently fixing, I get all my stuff from the IT department. You still can mine on DDR3 platform, but you have to have a U-bit riser, 4-way or 6-way or 8-way USB port. It's an X1 to X4 style card you put into a USB riser, and then you plug that USB riser into, you put that in, you put the X1 U-bit riser 4-way USB into the slot, X1, X4, X8, or X16 slot, and then plug that USB hub, the USB into the USB part of that card. Then put your graphics card on there on your open air rig. Okay? Then after you finish doing that, then you have to go and download like CUDA Miner OS, Hive OS, or Team Red Miner, or whatever you're using. If you're using AMD, I would suggest using NiceHash or CUDA Miner and having a Coinbase account. But there's other applications out there. If you go and watch Cryptos and Hot Rods and DCA Adventures and Red Panda Mining and all those different cryptocurrency people, including Nemesis 2, shout out to him, my best friend. I call him my friend because he's helped me along the way for my journey. I started my journey back in 2018. I'm on a fixed income, and I'm trying my best to make myself a better person along with helping y'all out there. Okay? I'm trying to help y'all do what you need to do to get yourself mining and making some money. Yeah, we are in a bear market. Don't worry about that. It's going to be in a bear market for a while. Banks are starting with inflation and everything. So I'm just going to let you guys know that I haven't been on here in a while because I didn't have any products to give or fix or anything of that nature. But now I've got more than I absolutely positively need at the moment. But I still have to pick up a $10,000 original price monitor slash TV that was a computer all in one. But the company who made that type of device, which was 70 to 75 inches, 200-pound monitor, that's probably way back when, but it's probably, that one's probably only about maybe 10 to 15 years old, and it was sitting in a teacher's room for whatever reason. The power supply went out on it, so I gotta find a power supply for that, but the company who made it had gone belly up, so they're no longer around. So I might have to use a variable power supply with a knob and this and that and do all this other kind of stuff and jerry rig it to make it work. Or I'm going to find to see if there's any type of those power supplies for that model out there that is still in good condition and revamp that. And that would be at least a $3,000 payday for me. But every bit of the stuff I make, I'm donating back to the community. And the way I'm doing that is when I get PCs like these Dell Optiplexes or DDR3 platforms, or if I get the DDR4 platforms and everything else and fix these laptops and cell phones and everything else, I give it back to the community. Like for instance, I'm just now with those, like I said, about those Dell Optiplex 7090s and the 9010 ones I got. They are being made for a computer lab for Belmont County Salvation Army. And that's a tax write-off. I'm trying to start my business outright, and I am trying to make my business legit because people in the past have helped me do what I need to do and get myself where I'm at today. So it's like helping heroes, how they help people. They help the veterans. Well, I'm doing it a little bit different. I'm not helping heroes by any means. I am a small-time person that is trying to make a better life for himself. Yeah, I have a house. I've had my house now for 2 years. And that's the longest I've ever kept an apartment. Ever. I've at least moved once. Probably in my lifetime, I'll probably moved 10,000 times. But I'm just saying to y'all out there, I am trying my best to do what I need to do. And on top of that, I want to tell y'all, I love y'all, I care about y'all, and I hope and pray that you help me and support me within my cause. And my cause is to take and keep all these electronics that get thrown away by these people who are constantly throwing them away like companies. There's companies out there that will take a whole entire sled of dumpster sled and throw all new products into the dumpster, just wasting money just because they make billions and billions of dollars a year. Won't you donate that stuff? Give it to the homeless that are getting out of the homeless situation and not wanting to stay in that type of situation. Now, I understand some people have issues and all that. I have issues too. I got mental issues all day long. I have GID, I have a bunch of other different mental disabilities, but I manage. I manage every single day to do what I need to do, and I hope and pray that anyone who's watching this will subscribe to my channel because there will be more content coming. And I'm sporadic because of my PC and stuff that I don't really have enough things for to make videos on and edit it and everything else because I'm doing it all myself. So I just wanted to point out that I'm still trying to mine. I'm still doing some stuff right now. I've got 8 laptops I'm doing work on, 5 to 7 desktops, all of them trying to get into the situations of doing prosperity type work, to where I take my money that I get from the government after I take care of my properties and my needs and everything, then whatever's left over, spend it. and be able to make something else out of it. I used to have a full-time flea market when I was younger. I was making $800, $900 a freaking weekend on one day. I would go and I would make my wood crafts all the way through the week. As a matter of fact, let me tell you about one of my wood crafts. I'm very handy with my hands. I used to make a birdhouse, a church steeple, double steeple, like the old 1800 style steeple churches. I would take that and put that on a 4x4 post, about 6 foot or less. No, not 6 foot, about 3 foot of the 8-foot boards, and a 2 inch thick by 8 inch wide and 12 inch long board, plain board. Center that up. I would take and put that and center that post up, counter board down into it, because I used a big old spike style nails, and I would spike that all the way down with a sledgehammer. I would sledge it down with a big ass sledgehammer. I'm talking about the head of that freaking thing, or that pen of nail was about that big around, and the underneath that was about that thick around. I would take a drill bit and bore down into it. I would smack that sucker down in there, and then I would countersink in screws, and then take crafter's wire and staple all the way around, all the way to the top. I would flip it over on the birdhouse side where the hole was for the bird, the artificial bird or real bird that wanted to live in that, because they were made for birdhouses. And I would take that and I would put Christmas lights in it. A little hole, punch that in, glue that in together, and then put all Christmas lights all the way down through. Then takes crafter's vine, and I would take the crafter's vine and put that all in there. Then artificial flowers and wreaths and decor and all that stuff, and intertwine all that, and then make them like football teams, Steelers, Bengals, whatever the person wanted. But I always had at least 120 of those on back order. I'm very savvy when it comes to certain things. I'm very savvy when it comes to computers. That's one of my loves and one of my passions. But I also like wood crafting. I like doing all kinds of different stuff. But the main thing I'm trying to do right now is to build myself a decent empire to live my rest of my days out. I'm 41 years old, and this year in November, I'll be 42. And on average, in my family, the average age before somebody goes is 50 years old. So, but yeah, I am going to do some more stuff tonight. I'm going to do some testing, and I'm going to record it. But I just wanted to bring you guys' attention to the fact that I'm trying to do something, and prosperity and prosper from it, and the good deeds, plus the tax write-offs I get for having donated it to the certain non-profit organizations. So hit that like, subscribe button. Thank you for staying if you watched the whole video, the 14 minute video. So I hope that you understand where my channel is coming from, and hope that you would subscribe and tell your friends. Tell your friends, because I'm also trying to get monetized on YouTube. I don't have many friends on here, so I only have maybe 8 to 10 subscribers, and I need 1,000 hours of 1,000 subscribers, and I need 4,000 hours of view time within this year to be monetized from Facebook, from YouTube. So please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and see y'all later. Love y'all.